Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife video for you. Today, we have what I think is going to be a very fun video, and I will fully admit was not my idea. I cannot credit the person who gave me the idea because for the life of me, I can't find where it was. It was in a live comment or an email. I can't remember which. So if it was you, raise your hand. I'll pin the comment down below. Yeah, this is the knives that I own that are just for me. I have a lot of knives that are for the channel that I have videos planned for. They're good size references, things like that. But these are knives that are just for me. It doesn't mean that none of these knives are going to be used in upcoming videos. Some of them I do still have plans for to use in other videos. But if I do, it's like one or two, and I don't really have a need to keep them beyond that, but I'm going to. These aren't knives that I'm never going to sell, because a lot of times to feed the beast, to keep being able to buy stuff to review for you guys, I sell stuff that is mine, that I want for myself, but I just can't justify keeping around. So if one of these comes up for sale, don't go, hey, you said that was just for you, and now you're selling it. Well, yeah, that's how commerce works. I have to do that sometimes. So let's get going. These are knives that are basically just for me, not stuff that I have just for size comparison, that kind of stuff. So let's get going. These are in absolutely zero particular order because I have a big pile of them here in a very large box in my lap. This is going to be kind of a lengthy video. Probably going to do Premiere on this. So yeah, the super chat thing will be open when I first put it up. If you want to kick in a few shekels, I always appreciate that. Also Patreon, there's links down below. We always appreciate any support you can give us, all that good stuff. Please click like and subscribe, all those things that you're supposed to say. All right, let's get going. First up would be, this is a very new edition, but this thing ain't going anywhere, and I can't imagine another video I'm going to do with it because it is kind of a unique knife, but it is the Honey Badger Worn Cleaver D2, the large size one. It's big. It has a very unique look, but I just freaking like it. And yeah, this one is sticking around just because I like it. I just like having it around. I don't know how much I'll even carry it, to be honest with you, but I just like it. That action. Oh, it's so good. And it's just a fun knife. Honey Badgers are just a blast, and this is my favorite one. This is the funnest of the fun Honey Badgers. So set that one aside. Next up, what are we going to grab? And this, by the way, is I'm going to try and remember the prices on these, but I'm not going to remember all of them. I think these are like 63 bucks. Next up, and we're going to have the, this is another cheap one that has not been on the channel in forever. This is one of the first knives I reviewed, but I do really, really, really like it, and I can't fathom a time of when I would ever want to get rid of it. It's only 30 bucks. It's great to have around. The Rake P8O1SF. This is just a fantastic freaking knife. 14C 28N, like I said, 30 bucks. I have modified it a little bit, I guess you could call it. I got rid of most of the blue that was on the clip. There's still a tiny bit in there that I couldn't reach, but yeah, it's just a nice knife. Stainless steel frame lock. Great action again. Just a really, really good knife. These things are undeniably awesome. And they're still available lots of places. If you want one, go grab one. They're only 30 bucks. And it's a great knife to have around. Next up, this is one that I do still have one more video planned for. But other than that, after that, I don't know what else I'm going to do with it unless something else comes out to compare it to. But I'm going to keep it around just because I love it. And it's the Benchmade Super Freak. Just a great knife. I actually used this as a comparison test against the Hogue RSK Ritter, and I kept this one, even though I gave the Ritter the win, and I still stand by it. It probably is a little bit better of a knife, but I just really like the look of this, the way it feels in my hand. It just speaks to me, and I can't fathom a time where I get rid of this. I did put a deep carry clip on it, as I do with most of my Benchmades, but I really do love this knife. It's just great. I think these are about 180 something. Yeah, just really, really good knife. M4 steel. It's the only M4 blade that I have. It is coated. I don't like that, but I love the rest of the knife, so it's sticking around. Next up, we're gonna do this one. This one I'm keeping sentimental value, if nothing else. It's still an awesome knife, but this was my first really nice knife, and that would be the Spyderco Mannix 2 lightweight. This is one of the old ones in BD1. I've heard rumor they're going to be BD1N when the next run of them comes out. That would be great. But even if I do upgrade and get one of those, which I probably will for video purposes, this one ain't going anywhere. It was my first really nice Spyderco. I think I had a crappy like Tenacious with half serrated blade or something stupid before that, but this is my first really nice Spyderco, and the knife that really got me. I did a video about this knife with the knife that broke me. This is kind of the one that made me a knife guy. It's just a great knife. Lightweight, as the name would indicate. Good workhorse. The BD1 steel is plenty good enough, and they're like, what, 90 bucks, something like that. Next up, we'll do this one. Like I said, these are in absolutely zero particular order. This is the knife, a knife that's so nice I bought it twice. There will be a couple of those in here like that. This is the Benchmade 940-1 S90 steel blade, carbon fiber handles, not inexpensive, 267 bucks. I did put a Benchmade bug out deep carry clip on it, which is the best way to carry a 940. If you have any other opinion, you're wrong. I really love 940s. I've had I've had 4 of them. I had the 940-1501, which I think is probably the best value if you can ever find one. They were only 200 bucks. I don't know what they go for now. I think they're all gone. That was 20 CV with those kind of Tron looking G10 scales. But I really liked the carbon scales, and got a deal at REI, bought another one back. I sold my previous one, got this one back, and it's also the most perfect 940 that I've had. No secret, sometimes you get some quality issues with Benchmade. I've had very few, but the issues I had were on my previous 940-1. This one is absolutely perfect. So this one's sticking around. I love 940s, and this is my favorite one I've ever had. All right, next up, let's do something more expensive. And honestly, just preface this, the more expensive ones are the ones that are more likely to get sold off. And I have another knife from this brand coming, so we will see. But for right now, is the Hinderer Clips 3-inch. Don't like the green scales, but this is a nice knife. I really love Hinderers. And this is probably my favorite one that I've had so far. I sold off another Hinderer. I had a full titanium half track. I kind of sold that because it was just too expensive to keep around, and it was expensive enough that it kind of made me nervous to carry it. This does not make me nervous to carry it. It's still very pricey. I think it's high 3s, low 4s, something like that. Like I said, I didn't look up all the prices on all of these because it would have taken forever. But it's a really great knife, and I just love the ergos. Everything's nicely chamfered off, which is pretty rare in a Hinderer. Even the screws have that crown on them. It's just, it's nice. Really do like them. A Spanto blade is not my favorite Hinderer blade, but I still like it. If they come out with a Warncliffe or something like that in this, I'll probably get it. But until then, and this is probably going to stick around for a while. Next up, let's do another Benchmade. I did get this specifically to do one video, and then, well, 2 videos, and I've already done one of them. I did the little Benchmade thing last night. At the time I'm recording this, it was last night, one of the live shows. But and I have it for one comparison video coming up. But I also got it just for moi, because I had the mini version of this. Now I have the big one because I knew I would like it better. It is a full-size Kryptonian with the 20 CV and the G10. They're like 175. Just a great knife. I loved my little mini grip, except for, I love the blade on it, I should say. I did not like the handle much. Mini grips are just a bit too small for my hands. The full-size one fits awesome. I love it. I did not have to put a deep carry clip on it because it came that way, so that's very nice. It's just a timeless knife, and I just like having one around. So that's just for me. Next up, here is another one that is a knife so nice I bought it twice. Spyderco Shaman. I sold it because I was mad when they increased the prices, and I could actually make some money on it, so I did. And now I got one back again, and I'm very happy to have one back. This is just a great workhorse knife. It's just an undeniably awesome workhorse knife. It's a big, beefy beast, and I just love it. It's just, the Shaman is just a fantastic knife. I will always love the Shaman, and I'll always try to keep one around. Next up, running out of places to put these already. This is going to be an issue. Next up, this is a very recent addition, but it's one that I think I am going to keep around. And I don't know of any more videos I have come up with other than the full review, which I've already recorded. But yeah, that would be the Best Tech Showdown. I just love the look of it. It's just cool looking. I will cover this more in the full review. As soon as I put it up the first time, I put my first impressions of it up, people said, it looks like a Strider. And I said, no, it doesn't. It does. I've never held a Strider. I've held Striders. I've never owned a Strider. I've only held one a few times, and I wasn't, yeah, it does kind of look like a Strider, but that's fine with me. I don't really care. I have lots of reasons that I don't want to own a Strider, and it's not a clone. It's not a copy. It's just clearly sort of inspired by it. A lot of knives look like a lot of knives. Not wound up about it, but I really like that you can spidey flick it and all that stuff, and I just really enjoy carrying it. This is actually what was in my pocket today. Just a really, really cool knife. I just like that whole techno look, Todd Knife and Tool design. Not the last you're going to see of this company, of this designer, or this company, in this little box of keepers. So, really, really love the Showdown. It's really bonded with me very, very quickly. And I was not expecting it to. I was actually planning on just getting this and flipping it, doing a review and flipping it, but I'm not gonna. Next up, we have, this one will be unsurprising. Spyderco Para Amazing. This is the non-CQI version. This is the original. Mine has always dropped shut perfectly and always been really well centered and all that stuff. But I don't feel a need to get the regular one or the new one, the CQI one. And, I've just bonded with this. I've had it for so long now. I carry it so much. This is mine. This is mine. Next up, we'll go back a bit more budgety here. Kind of running low on some of the budgety ones, but this is a knife that I really wasn't expecting to like a whole lot. $55, but what an upgrade they made this year. This is the Kershaw CQC 4X XL. It is an Emerson Design. I really, really like Emerson's theoretically, but I don't like the real Emersons. I've had bad experiences with one, and other ones I've held haven't really impressed me. I really liked the build quality and stuff on the Kershaw Emersons, but they were always pretty crappy steel. Now it's D2, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. And this is just a big, beefy, tactical knife, and you got to have a few of those around, right? So this is it for me. I really like it. I use the wave thing when I carry it, and it makes me giggle every time. I only frighten my friends with it, but they're kind of used to me pulling out weird ass knives, so it's not that isn't that frightening to them. But what a great knife! I really, really do very much like this, and you're probably going to see this in my top 10 of the year, which is probably going to be my biggest surprise entry that I've just spoiled. So if you've made it this far in the video, 13 minutes, and you'll have that. Next up, we'll stick on the Kershaw train. This is the Knockout in M390. This is the USA Made Blade exclusive one, fully blacked out. That's the color they sent me, but I really do like it. I would probably get it with the satin blade if I had a choice, but whatever, they sent me this, and I'm going to keep it. I had one before. I wanted the blue ones with the satin blade. I sold it because for a little minute there, it was very ambiguous in New York State whether or not assisted knives were legal. We had a thing. It went through the courts. They said it wasn't, and then they said now they say it is again. So you can have them back again. So I'm very happy about that. And so I reacquired it, and I'm very happy to have another one back. Just what an awesome knife. The Knockout is it's one of my favorite Kershaws ever. Again, it's an assisted knife. I'm probably never going to use it in another video, but it's mine. I guess you could also call this a knife so nice I got it twice. So, all right. Next up, down, we will do this knife is kind of for the channel, but I also just love it. It's never in videos, but if you guys remember the early days of this channel, this was kind of the mascot of the channel. The good old American Lawman by Cold Steel. It's even got its own theme song. If you want to go back and search Slicey Dicey American Lawman, you'll see me do a silly video with Baz on Blades and his amazing rendition of the entire theme song to American Lawman. Because in the first video I recorded of it, I said that logo looks like the logo of a 1980s TV show starring Chuck Norris, and I said, American Lawman. And then he wrote an entire song, and it's pretty great. Yeah, it is just an awesome, awesome knife. And it's one of the XHP ones. It's the last XHP cold steel that I have. Ergos are awesome, so slicey, just a great freaking knife. And I don't carry it enough, but I could never get rid of it. It's the American Lawman. It's our mascot. I have to keep it. But just a really good knife. And I've got it well broken in now, drops shut really nice. It's fantastic. Oh, next up, I think we're halfway through about. So like I said, this is gonna be a long video. We're going to do, here's one that's kind of one that I bought twice. This is the Spyderco Shepard. I had the lightweight. I really liked the lightweight, the blade and stuff. The handles I thought felt kind of cheap. Had an opportunity to get this one. This is the carbon fiber version. I just love these. They're small, they're discreet, they're not horribly expensive. They're like, what, 125, something like that. And it's a nice looking knife. I like the deep carry pocket clip. It's classy. It works great. Been using this one a whole lot. Absolutely, for sure, since I got it, which wasn't too long ago, but I've been carrying it a whole lot. Next up, we have, what will we grab next? Another complete non-surprise Southern Grind Spider Monkey. This one is absolutely definitely just for me, because even when I bought it, I have used it in a few videos, but I went out to Blade HQ. I was able to buy one knife and at slightly reduced costs, and this was not even on my radar. They made me handle it. It's what I bought, and I love it. It's well used and well loved, and it's one of my most commonly carried knives. It's just fantastic. I can't think of any videos they have coming up for it. I've tried to think of a few, but it doesn't matter. I'm still going to keep it. It's like $220 for this carbon one, but God, they're just great. S35 VN, carbon fiber, all that stuff. Just a great knife. I am not going to link to all the reviews down below to all of these knives, because honestly, that would take a very, very long time. So I'm probably not going to do that. So if you want to see reviews of these, just search on YouTube for Slicey Dicey and then the name of the knife. Next up, I could probably think of a few reasons to do more reviews of this or more videos of this, and I probably will, but that's not why I still have it. And that would be the Ferme Forge drop. This is a mass drop one, but now it's drop gent, made by We. Great freaking knife. I have scale swapped this. I traded with somebody. So if you look on right now and you want to find these are the more premium scales. If you want to get the wood scales, you're going to have a stonewash blade. I wanted the satin blade with the wood scales, and I mentioned that in a video, and somebody offered to swap me. He had these, and he wanted my black G10 scales to go with his stonewash blade. So that's what we did. And just very discreet, nice little gent knife, as the name would indicate. It's very, very well named as far as that goes. Just really, really great knife, great action. And now they're cheap as chips. I think you can get the G10 ones for like $80 or something right now on drop. So go find you one of them. Next up, we have another total non-surprise, the TRM Atom. I have no plans of using this for any more comparison videos, because when I do, sometimes you guys get mad because they do take a minute to get. I do have some info that's probably not going to be a problem anymore, or not anymore, but in the future it will get a lot better. They've outlined to me some plans that they have to kind of alleviate that. And but anyway, I love this one. Carbon fiber, just the regular flat carbon fiber scales. It's not the contoured ones or anything. They're going to be doing a lot more of the contoury kind of ones. 20 CV, super slicey blade, lightweight. This one might, if there could be only one video, and I still feel that way. I think if I could only keep one knife in my entire collection, it'd probably wind up being this. Love the TRM Atom. And well, what the hell, we'll keep it in the family. The TRM Atlas, another knife. I can't think of why I would do another video with this, but this is the knife I take to Europe with me and stuff, and I love it. Slip joint, but you can still one-hand open it, so it's still legal in most of continental Europe, so that's why I carry it. Nice deep carry pocket clip. Great slicey little blade, as you'd expect. S35, I believe it is, if I remember correctly. Yeah, S35 VN. You can kind of choke up on it a little bit. Great. Just, I love the Atlas. It's probably my favorite slip joint I've ever owned. As you can probably tell, because it's the only one in here in my Just For Me's. And next up, I told you you'd see this company again. Best Tech Malware, also a Todd Knife and Tool design. This is long and slim and scary and murdery, and the whole design, even though this one is all grayed out, it's still not Brian's spec, but I still love it. I just really like it, and the action on this one is fantastic because it's very well broken in. It's just, what a great knife. I just really enjoy having it in my pocket, and that's, you know, that's what this is all about. I just enjoy having this one in my pocket. Next up, we'll do the Spyderco Sage 5. This is one that you guys convinced me to get. Everybody kept saying I had to try one. And I was, at the beginning, you know, chasing views. And I'm like, I don't want to waste time reviewing that. It's old. It's been out for a long time. Somebody loaned me one. And I bought this one and had it in my hand before I even sent the other one back. I liked it so much. I just had to have one. Taichung Taiwan Spyderco. I'd like it in this 3-inch blade length, way better than a Para 3. And they're not horribly expensive again. These are like $150 something. They're not bad. And quality's great. Mine's totally drop shutty. I know somebody's going to say, oh, the Sage 5 lightweight has the bushing. I can't tell the difference between my two anyway. The lightweight that I have here compared to this, I can't tell the difference. Love it. Next up, we have just 3 more, so we're almost there. We have, I'm going to save the most obvious one for last. So we will do this Kershaw Bare Knuckle 20 CV. This is a Knife Center, Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. They're like $100. It's 20 CV, and I like that it's all blacked out. I had another bare knuckle I really liked. When there was an opportunity to get a fancier one, I did it. I like it that much, so I really like this. Can't fathom why I would ever get rid of it. It's just a great knife to carry. It's never going to appear in videos because it's a limited edition, and I don't usually use limited editions or dealer exclusives in videos. So this one is just, I'll use it for size comparisons and stuff, but I'm not going to use it in comparison videos because I like to use stuff that you can actually buy. Next up, second to last, again, these are no particular order, Spyderco Spidey Chef. I had a loaner that I had for a guy told me to keep it for as long as I wanted. I think I kept it for like a couple months, and then 6 weeks at least. And then I got rid of it. I really, really missed it. And then they came out with this is the CQI2 version with the black screws. And I just really, really, really like it. It's got ceramic ball in it instead of the steel one that some of the original ones had. It's completely, waterproof, all that stuff is not going to corrode, all that, blah, blah, blah. That's great, but that's not why I like it. It's just a very nice knife to use. Very nice knife to carry. It does work well, as it says in the kitchen. I use it for that a little bit, not often, but I do. And just a great knife, and I'm very glad to have one. And this is probably a keep one forever thing. Next one, this is completely unsurprising because this is probably the knife that's been on this channel the most since I got it a year ago. ZTO 562 Thai. This one I probably will use in future videos because it is kind of the knife that I judge all titanium frame locks by, because it's my favorite, and I just really, really like it. I love the sound that it makes. I love the action. I love the ergos. It's just that noise, and I just really like it. It even carries nice, really nice deep carry pocket clip. Fantastic knife. So we're gonna wrap it up there. I have some other silly ones, that I buy, like souvenir knives. I do that a lot when I travel. I get, and especially when in Europe, I get like little peasant knives, like that are native to that country or whatever. Martins and in Portugal, and the black cats and stuff when I'm in Germany. But I'm not gonna bother dragging all those out. These are just the knives that are just for me, that are more in congruity of what I do on this channel. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this 25 whole minutes. I hope you guys have stuck around. Like I said, I'm probably gonna put this in Premiere, so the first time I play it, you'll be able to click the little super chat button and and kick in some money, and I will respond to you. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.